Good afternoon, Waco friends and family. I wanted to provide an update related to Waco's response to winter weather and also specifically ask for the public's help to ensure we all remain safe during this time. Let me start with our most pressing challenge. Over the last 30 hours, the Waco water system has faced unprecedented challenges, and I'm going to try to explain this to you as clearly as possible with complete transparency. Here it goes. Our water system provides a capacity of more than 76 million gallons of water daily to more than 180,000 customers across Waco and other multiple customer cities. There are three separate events, we'll call them, that worked to create a strain on our system yesterday. Here's the first event. About 30 hours ago, the Riverside Water Treatment Facility, one of our two water treatment plants here in town, lost power, which removed millions of gallons of water production from our system. That set off a sequence of events that can only be described as uniquely challenging. Storage tanks and water towers began to deplete as water usage outpaced our production of water at the remaining functioning treatment plant, the Mount Carmel Water Treatment Facility. Here's the second event. Rumors were circulating on an untrue statewide rumor that water utility systems around the state would shut down overnight. I have family members in other Texas cities that received the exact same text message Wacoans did about their municipalities shutting off water altogether. This made the situation worse because people began to hoard unusual amounts of water. This, plus many weather-related leaks, created a much higher than usual level of consumption. Here's the third event. Losing power to one of our water plants is typically a manageable event due to Waco's thoughtful water planning. However, as the day went on, we began to also have major systems malfunctioning at our Mount Carmel water plant as well, just as we began to see dramatically higher water usage around the city. To put numbers to that statement, the city of Waco's water system has 6 water pressure planes. You can think of a pressure plane as an area that helps the water system maintain pressure and ensure everyone has access to drinkable water, and we have enough water for important things like fire protection. Late yesterday, water usage in one pressure plane in the core of the city jumped from its typical 1.5 million gallons per day to more than 9 million gallons per day in a matter of only a couple of hours. Again, we attribute that to multiple leaks in the pressure plane, as well as related to abnormal consumption based on this statewide rumor that water utilities would be shutting off overnight. I'm here today to say that we did not shut down our water system. And through the significant efforts of our city staff, we have reestablished water production and water pumping at both water plants. Our teams overnight were able to creatively manage water flows across the city, locate and shut down many leaks, and most importantly, when you woke up this morning, you had access to drinkable water. This is made possible thanks to a dedicated team of public servants working around the clock. We are not out of the woods yet, though. If power is cut off for some reason at either of our plants, it will be a real challenge to keep pressures up. Boil water notices will be likely if we lose power at one of these facilities or if more leaks occur. Our water system needs time to recharge, and our team still considers the system to be stressed. We need the public's help in two ways. First, we need you to continue to curtail your usage of water for the next 48 hours. Some specific tips to reduce your water consumption are to not use your washing machine for laundry or an automated dishwasher. And do not store or hoard water by filling bathtubs or other large containers. Without your continued support on curtailing usages, mandatory boil water notices may be required at a time when many citizens don't have electricity with which to boil water. Additionally, without these steps, water for firefighting purposes will be threatened or worse, unavailable. The second direct way I'm asking for the public's help is if you see a water leak, call our water call center at 254-299-2489. Spotting a water leak can make a major difference in this moment. If you see unexpected running water in the drainage areas, creeks, or streets, please contact 254-299-2489. Lastly, I want to give an update on other important city functions. Our streets team was out since early this morning sanding city streets. They are reporting icy conditions and advise you to reduce your travel as much as possible. If you must travel, please be careful today. Our street crews have been hard at work the last 6 days and are supplied to continue throughout the duration of this winter weather event. Thanks to our street crews for their hard work these last several days. Solid waste services will not run today due to street conditions, but know that we are planning additional runs in the next 2 weeks to catch up around town. Our fire and police teams are doing a great job ensuring that our public is safe. In fact, many of the water leaks that were located and stopped overnight are due to the police team patrolling to help find them. Thank you to our fire and police officers. And from an electric system standpoint, there are still thousands of homes in Waco without power. I know this has been very hard for those who have been without power, and I'm sincerely sorry for what you've been through. While the city doesn't have control over electric power, we are advocating directly to electric utility representatives around the state on your behalf. It appears that Wacoans are starting to get power restored with current outage estimates in McLennan County at around 22,000, according to an outage tracking website called outage.us. The number of outages overnight Monday was more than 45,000, meaning that progress is being made by electric providers in our area. Encore and other providers are still advising for conservation efforts in the next 48 hours, and we will continue to advocate to all the powers that be for the rapid restoration of power in Waco. For our Waco residents without power or experiencing cold conditions in your home, please know that we have warming centers available at 4 locations around Waco, including the Dewey Community Center, the South Waco Community Center, St. Albans Church, and Highland Baptist Church. In fact, last night, at least 45 families were served overnight at these facilities. Transportation can be arranged for tips to warming centers by calling 254-405-4247. Additionally, yesterday evening, many people took to social media and other means to highlight that various venues in Waco have their lights on, and how this is inconsistent with the call to conserve power. Places like Interstate 35 bridges, McLean Stadium, and other venues immediately come to mind. In many situations, we at the city don't have direct control over decisions that other entities make. However, we're pleased to report that last night, Baylor reduced lighting on McLean Stadium to security lights only. Additionally, our staff was on the scene this morning to turn off the Interstate 35 bridge lights. We continue to urge everyone, including large commercial users, to reduce electricity. For continued information and updates, please monitor the city's public information channels, such as our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts, as well as online at waco-texas.com. I do want to take this moment to thank our city staff who have been working around the clock to care for our city and our citizens. I want to thank our city manager's office, Bradley Ford, Deidre Emerson, Ryan Holt, Paul Kane. I want to thank our city legal department, Jennifer Ritchie and her team, Esmeralda Hudson, our city secretary, and her team. Right now I'm in the studio with Larry Holsey. These are people who have been up at City Hall around the clock trying to ensure that we are protecting our city. I want to just thank all of our street crews, our water department, our fire and police, and all the other city departments who have done such a good job in this time. Lastly, I just want to remind everyone to stay safe, try to stay off the roads, and if you see a leak, please call the number that I previously stated. Again, we're so thankful for this community coming together to take care of one another, check on your neighbors in need, and continue to stay safe. Thank you.